Good afternoon. Down here in Tempe, Arizona, and going on a little afternoon walk. Just thinking about growth and change, and I think it was on my road trip down here. I had the thought that was something like, you should cringe at your past self because it's a sign of growth. And I've just been thinking about that and how many times I have, sorry for the plane noise, just how many times I've cringed at my past self, especially recently. Southwest. Hashtag not sponsored. Just how many times I've cringed at my past self. And I think I wanted to share this through the lens of social interactions. As I talked about yesterday, kind of in this reinvention phase and really leaning into social interactions and social exchanges and just trying to break down the rest of the limiting beliefs that I have. And so I don't know how much I'm going to talk about that specifically on these videos, because one of the thoughts that I had last night was, well, would someone who is just really good at having little social exchanges and chatting with people and talking to the barista and, you know, saying something to like somebody walking on the street, like, would someone who's really good at that and who doesn't struggle with that talk about that? No, it would just be part of their life, you know? It's just, I just have conversations with people and I don't struggle with the obstacles. So anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about that because it's just going to be a part of my identity, you know? But anyway, cringing at my past self. I've watched a couple videos of on my YouTube channel from the past, but I started posting back on Instagram and just posting stories for now. And I have some videos on there. Maybe I should not. Maybe I should not say this because I cringe at that. But anyway, this is kind of one of the examples of just cringing at my past self. And I think it's, rather than seeing it as a negative, we should see it as a literal indication that you're growing and that you're changing. And that is a good thing. And so, I don't know, I think it's just an interesting reframe. And to think like, what would your future self, because if you continue to cringe at your past self, then if you just project that forward to 1 year, 5 years from now, you're going to cringe at yourself now. And so what are you going to cringe at? What are you going to grow from that you're going through now that in 5 years? American Airlines. Can't really see it. What is your future self just going to cringe at now? Because what you think you're going through right now is like taking up all of your attention. But in 5 years from now, you're just going to look back at it and it's just going to be this little blip on the radar of like, oh yeah, I used to struggle with that? Like what? You know? So I think that's pretty much all I had to say today. That cringing at your past self is an indication of growth and change. And if growth is what you it's a big one. I think it's what is it? Canada Airlines? Is that a thing? I think it's called something different. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. It's beautiful here. The weather is amazing. It's actually a little bit, dare I say, too warm. But I'm not gonna complain about it because I'd rather be warm than cold, at least right now. So anyway, gonna get back to work, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.